live for the financial capital of the galaxy. This is Blood Money. I'm your host, Rose Rosenthorn. Join me and the rest of the Predatory Lender team as we cut into today's action. Today on Blood Money, we're going to talk to Grant Kuka, the Chief Executive Officer of the Predatory Lender, and his Chief Technical Analyst, Chart. In the studio today we have Jarbon, the CFO of the Predatory Lender, and his Chief Marketing Analyst, Annie. Okay, here's the markets for the week. They're quite mixed. What do you think of the charts, Chart?
Well, the markets are a bit mixed this week. So, with that, we look at the Dow. Now, the Dow has been in quite the steady uprun late since the July lows, and is in a stair-step pattern ever since. Now, stochastics is kind of in the overbought level and indicating a possible move lower. But when you look at the Bollinger Bands, you can see that it's coming off the upper band down towards its 20-day moving average. So I would look for things to consolidate down to that level before moving higher. As for the NASDAQ, it has been up since the July lows and is moving in the stair-step pattern also, and is down recently over the last couple days. The stochastics is indicating a bit of a sell signal too, but it has fell right to its support level on its 18 and 20-day moving averages. And you can also see that when you look at the Bollinger Bands as well. So I see some good solid support for the NASDAQ here, and possibly a potential chance for it to move higher next week. As for the S&P, you too can see that it's in the same stair-step pattern since the mid of July, and stochastics too is indicating a possible sell signal, but everything is sitting on it, right on its moving averages of the 18-day moving average support level. And Bollinger Bands is telling you the same thing, right on support. So I would look for things to move higher next week for the Standard & Poor's. So with that, I'm sending it back to you guys at the studio.
Hear that music? It's time for Petals and Thorns, and we're going to discuss some stocks for the week. The first one is going to be Boeing. It is up for the week. What's going on, Chart?
Boeing is finally able to get it up and off the ground this week, up some 2.01%. But unfortunately, all it's doing is going sideways for now.
Our next stock is Caterpillar. It is down 1.41%. What's going on there?
Caterpillar is the cat's meow after a bad meal, down some 1.41% for the week. Stochastics is a sell, but the chart is on support, so it looks like a buy.
Our next stock is Chevron. It is down 1.50%. What's going on?
Chevron has a gas leak this week, down some 1.5%. It broke under support and is heading lower.
Our next stock is going to be Disney. It is down 1.41%. What's going on there?
Walt Disney tanked the middle of this week, and it is heading down. I guess those characters are getting ready for the Thanksgiving Day parades.
Intel is down this week. What's going on, Chart?
Intel caught a virus this week, down some 2.93%. Stochastics is a sell, and there is a lot of upside resistance. So, stay away!
Now we're going to talk about some drug stocks. Merck. It is up 10.15%. What's happening there?
Merck is up this week some 10.15%. Normally I would say too far too fast and stay away. But we're coming out of a long-term cup and handle formation right now, so there's more upside potential if you're already in this one. So keep tight stocks. And if you're looking to take new positions, wait for a pullback.
Here's another drug stock, Pfizer. It is up 4.38%. What's cooking at Pfizer?
Pfizer is up some 4.38% this week on strong Viagra sales. Boing! But watch out for some side effects on this one due to being up so long against its upper band. when double tops produce market drops.
Okay, now we're into some insurance stocks. The Travelers is down 1.69%. What's happening at Travelers?
Travelers was okay the first of the month, but we guess the insurance industry is catching up with them because they're down all this week.
Our next stock we're going to talk about is Walmart. It is up 2.03%. What's going on at Walmart?
Walmart up some 2.03% for the week on strong sales. It is in a breakout of a double top, so watch out.
Okay, we're going to talk about some oil stocks. The first one is ExxonMobil. It's up 2.64%. What's brewing at Exxon?
Exxon is up some 2.64% for the week. We have a golden cross on most of its moving averages, and we're coming out of a bit of a cup and handle formation, so it looks good.
Okay. Today we're going to talk about from Washington, D.C., death and taxes. And I got Mr. Death and Mr. Taxes here, and they're going to discuss their views on a couple of different important things going on in Washington.
I'm Death, and I'm for the repeal of this law that they're going to bring in for health care, because I want the people to die. I don't want them to have all health care. I want to go back to the constituents, and the constituents repeal it, because they don't know any better. They don't know any better. Death and taxes, we're all for death.
Yes, and of course, you can see I always support higher taxes because it puts a greater burden on society, and people have a harder time making ends meet when taxes are so high. So I encourage people to vote for higher taxes and back me and my campaign for higher taxes.
That is it for this week. Thanksgiving's coming up, so for the next week or so, things will be quiet in Washington, hopefully. Take care. Have a good Thanksgiving.